Hi there, my name is Annie and this is the Knitting It Up podcast. This is a podcast about knitting and all things crafty. I am coming to you from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, where I live with my husband, my little boy Luke, and our little dog Zoe. I just had a little baby and I'd like to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day. This is my first Mother's Day and so far it's been amazing. Alex, my husband, has really done everything possible to make me feel really spoiled today. I got to sleep in. He took care of Luke this morning and he had breakfast with me, and now he's taking Luke on a walk so that I can podcast and not be interrupted for a little bit, so that's really sweet of him. I hope you guys are having a great Mother's Day and doing some stuff to spoil yourselves as well, or the moms in your lives. I'm going to probably jump right into knitting so that I can get as much into this episode as I possibly can before Alex and Luke come back. Though I will say Alex is not here again, as you've noticed. Sorry about that again. He doesn't really knit a lot in the summer, so it might be a solo podcast for a little while. But I'm sure you'll notice when he pops back in, and he'll come and say hi soon. So let's jump right into knitting. So since it's my first Mother's Day, Alex pretty much bought me the best present in the world, and I'm going to share it with you guys now. I'm really excited about it. There's already a project in here. It is a Fringe Supply Co. field bag. So it's just gorgeous. I put my little knit club pin on it from Rin Textiles, which I got at Espace Tricot, and they have them, I think they have them on their website. If not, you can definitely check her out on Instagram and purchase them through her. But yeah, this bag is everything. This bag is gorgeous. It's so much nicer in person than I've seen on podcasts or even on Instagram and stuff like that. It is so nice. I just don't know what to say about it to justify how awesome it is. The canvas is super sturdy, durable, and it holds up, which I really like because a lot of the project bags kind of just fold over, and I find that kind of annoying after a while. This one has some height to it, and it is, sturdy. So you can just put it like that on the couch or wherever you're knitting, and it'll hold up your project. So I love it. I told Alex that I really wanted one, and Hand Knit Yarn, the knitting store in Hamilton, has some. So for all you Canadian customers, if you're looking for them, they do have them. And I think they have the porter bins now too, which I debated so hard between the two, but I ended up with the field bag. He asked me what color I wanted. Obviously I wanted blue. Blue was my top priority, and then I said I'll take the gray one, second choice, if they don't have the blue one. Luckily they had the blue one. Oh, sorry. And yeah, I got spoiled. What can I say? So, ta-da! And in this bag right now is my first project to share with you. So this is my first work in progress. Please tell me I finished my row. Yes, I did. I'm a good girl. Let's see. So, I tried to weave in some ends this morning, but this is the start of the Quicksilver shawl. Ta-da! I've shared the yarns with you guys in a previous episode, but these are Quince & Co. yarns. I do not have the names right now on me, but you can definitely, and I'm showing you the wrong side, obviously. You can definitely check out my other episodes if you want the details on that, or you can just message me or check Instagram and you'll find all the lovely details there. So this is the start of the Quicksilver by Melanie Berg. I've knit this pattern before and I've loved it, but like I said, I knit it when I was really inexperienced and made a lot of mistakes, so I don't tend to wear it. This one so far is perfect. I love the mauve with the blue. It's just such a fun knit. I can do it while I'm watching TV and not really think too hard about it. Just have to remember, when to increase, when not to, stuff like that. There's two different blues in here. I don't know if you can really tell. So that was the only kind of regret / concern I had when I chose my colors, was that these two blues were too similar and they weren't going to be, enough of a contrast. But honestly, I really don't care because I love blue and I didn't want it being really dark or too light. I didn't want it to be flashy, and I find this blends. This reminds me just of like the perfect, I don't know, maritime summer beach vacation. I don't know how to explain it, like a seashell on the beach. I love it. So yeah, the blues are similar. This one's darker and this one's lighter, so this is going to be all the lace work in the darker one. And I'm thinking once blocked, you'll be able to tell more. The lace sections get larger, so hopefully once they're large enough, it'll be enough of a contrast. But it's pretty. I love it. So that's the start of my Quicksilver. I should really hold it better. Yeah. If you want to check out the pattern, you can find it on Ravelry. It's a paid-for pattern. She's an awesome designer, and I think you get a discount if you buy multiple patterns at the same time, which I didn't do because I'm foolish, and I was like, I'll just buy the one I want. I've bought, I think, like 4 or 5 of her patterns by now, so I should have just bought them in bulk, so just buy them in bulk. She also has the Sunwalker shawl that I've shown in previous podcasts, which is a super pretty shawl, and I was so happy because I posted a picture of it for the Melanie Berg little giveaway that she did, and Malabrigo retweeted my picture, and it was made in Malabrigo yarn, so that was really fun, and a really happy way to start my morning off. So that's it. That's what's living in this bag, and that's my Quicksilver. So that's my current knitting. That's primarily what's on my needles, to be honest with you. I don't really have anything else on my needles. The flax sweater for Alex is on hold because it's just sleeves, man. You know how people are like, oh, I have second sock syndrome? I don't have second sock syndrome. I have like sleeve island syndrome, and I don't even want to get on the island. I don't want to go near the island. I hate sleeves. So we'll see. I'm gonna do them at some point, but Alex is so furnacey that he will overheat in an instant, and it's warm now, so he's not gonna wear it until the fall. So it's gonna kind of live on hold for now. It's not taking up any needles since it's on waste yarn, so that's nice. So I don't really feel pressured to knit it. I will one day though, I promise. I just realized I must be in like a color mood today because my Boneyard shawl matches my Quicksilver shawl color scheme wise, so I guess those are colors I definitely gravitate towards. I don't know if you guys are like that. I just have, I guess, periods of color inspiration where I gravitate towards like the same color family all the time. Those are just the colors I think that I wear more often, or that I find fit well with my wardrobe. So yeah, that's my Boneyard shawl. That is in Madeline Tosh in, well, Half Moon colorway. I bought it directly from Madeline Tosh, so I don't really remember what type of yarn it is, but it's a DK weight, and I used 2 skeins of it, if I'm not mistaken. I might have used 2.5, but it's a super easy pattern. It's free. It's by Stephen West, and it's a really good beginner shawl pattern. So you can check that out. I have more details about it on my Ravelry page. So yesterday I got to go to Espace Tricot. I met up with my friend Amma there, and Amalia, Chloe, and Naomi were all working there. So I got to see them all, which was super fun. They helped me pick out some colors. They helped Amma pick out colors for her Find Your Fade. So it was just a really fun hour or so spent at the store with them and just talking yarn and picking out the right colors for a new project of mine. So it was really fun because I think I went at a time where the store wasn't totally packed, which is kind of rare on the weekends, and I got to actually, lay out the yarn, look at it properly, and see where what colors I wanted, what worked well with what I had in mind. So I'm going to include a clip of that at the end of the episode, but I'll show you the yarns I picked up. So first, I just want to show you guys a yarn that Amma got for me because she ordered this yarn and she put 2 in her cart and decided that she wanted to give me one, which was super sweet of her, super generous. Totally didn't have to do this, but I'm so glad you did. I'll definitely return the favor one day. So this is Cat Sandwich Fiber, and this is in her Flamingos in My Pool colorway, which is such a cute name. And it is in her Glitzy base, so it's about 438 yards, 100-gram ball, and it's 75, 20, and 5. So 75 merino, 20 nylon, and 5 stellina. It's so cute. Doesn't it remind you of cotton candy? It totally reminds me of cotton candy. So this is what I got as a gift, which is just, beyond words. It's definitely going to be socks. Emma's making socks as well, so we'll have little matching socks. And her label is stunning. I'm having label envy right here. Like, it's just gorgeous. And it's totally speckled. It's very pretty. The blues are my jam. Yeah. So that's that. Definitely check her out on Instagram. I find it really cool because she's a nurse like me, and she dyes in her spare time, which is something that I'd love to do. So hopefully that's in the works as well. So then I had other purchases. Okay, so before I tell you about the purchases, I should tell you about the new Knitalong that I am co-hosting. So I'm co-hosting a Knitalong with Knit Pearl Dog, who has a super funny no bullshit podcast called the Skein Game Podcast. So you should check her out there. She's really chill and, like I said, like no crap, just says it like it is, really loves to interview fellow makers and is really passionate about that. So definitely check her out. She's super cool to chat with, really down to earth. I feel like we could definitely hang out and just chill and knit and get along super well. So I messaged her about co-hosting, and she was super down, and I was so happy that she said yes. So we decided on a knit-along. So it's kind of in the theme of a summer knit-along because of wedding season and, just to kind of get you guys your knitting mojo going. It's called basically Tricot Blues is the hashtag we're going to use in the name of the cal. And it's something old, something new, something borrowed, or something blue. So if I'm not mistaken, and you can check out her podcast for all the details as well, but something old is your oldest stash. So I think it has to be a certain number of, years old. Something new is a recent purchase. Something blue is blue. And something borrowed would be something you maybe had a fiber share exchange with, or you traded with someone. I think you kind of get the principle. It's not super, super complicated. You can, I think, have double entries even. So there'll be more details about that on her Ravelry page. And again, you can check out her podcast if you want to hear more about it now. So I'm obviously going to knit something for it because I'm co-hosting. One of the prizes that I'm going to give is it was a $50 gift card to Spastrico. Here's the thing. So since she's in Western Canada and I'm in Eastern Canada, I'm assuming that a lot of different people in different provinces and maybe even in the States or, in France or wherever are going to participate. And Spastrico right now I don't think has online gift cards. So what I'm going to do is if you win my prize, you're going to pick out whatever you want from the store online, around a $50 worth with shipping and all of that. And I'm going to buy it and ship it off to you. So really it's like, totally customizable, whatever floats your boat. So it's a pretty fun prize, I think, and it'll be really fun to see what you guys pick out. And I know that Knit Pearl Dog is going to have tons of her own prizes as well. So you should definitely check out our cal and participate. I just realized I'm super awkward and I call people by their Instagram names, and like even in real life I try to do that sometimes. It's just, I don't know. I think I'm on Instagram so much that, your identities kind of meld into one. So excuse me if I call you by your Instagram name occasionally, but it's nothing personal. I'll try to use real names. So for the cal, when I went to Spastrico yesterday, I picked up some things. I knew when we decided the rules that something blue was totally my jam, so that's what I was going to do. Blue is my favorite color, if you hadn't noticed. Yeah, big time. So I picked out a pattern that I've been wanting to make for a while now, and this is it. So it's the Vertices Unite by Stephen West. I've been wanting to make it for a long time, and I finally found the right yarn for it. So I'll just show you a picture of what it looks like. I'm not going to show you any pattern info because it's a paid-for pattern, but that's the shawl. So I'm really looking forward to it. As you see, there's a lot of different colors that go into it. You can make it as colorful as you want or as not colorful as you want. It's really up to you. I'm going to do it all in blue. I think that's the way I'd wear it. I think it will look really pretty, and I think I just love blue. So the first color that kind of inspired me was the Plucky that I've shown before. And this I got in a fiber share done by the Grocery Girls. So this is definitely my inspiration, and I kind of went off of this. I'm probably going to stripe this one with a different color, but this is one of the colors. The second color I got is this. This is Julia Saint in her Fino base. This little thread is, yeah, there you go. So this is her Fino base, and it is the Elsa colorway, which I don't know if she dyes it anymore, but I'm a huge fan of it. It's really pale blue and then speckled with blues and a bit of purpley pinks. This I traded one of my hedgehog color of the month club yarns with Emily of the Emily et Paul podcast. So we made a little yarn swap because it was super pink, and my fade is enough pink I think for a lifetime right now. So I'm a little pinked out. I'm in a blue phase. So this is gonna go into the Vertices. So far we got these two, right? So I think that looks pretty cool together. They're both like cashmere blends, which is kind of just amazing. But yeah, so that's the start. Then I picked up a skinny single from Hedgehog in their Glacier colorway. I love their singles. I really am a big fan of them. The other two yarns they have are not singles, but you know what? It's okay to mix them, right? That's what Melissa and Lisa always say, so I'm going to do it. But that's that. I really love this color. It's like a seafoamy pale bluish color. Really nice. Not too bright and vibrant, so I think it'll really blend well. So far so good. This is like a lot more blue compared to these two, but once they're striped, I think it's really going to go well. Then I have another Julia Saint, obviously, to add to it. This one is in her Fino base as well. This is one of her new colorways. It's called Ariel. And I'm really loving it. It's like speckled with some blacks, some greens, some blues. It's so my jam. So this is going in there too. So I'll try to hold them all up for you and give you a good idea. There is another one coming. It's actually a Woolen Vine yarn, which I'm so excited about. It was supposed to come on Friday, but I think with the Canada Post sucking as per usual, it's going to come on Monday, and I'm really excited. I can probably show you a picture of it. So I'll show you a picture to see, but this is what I've got so far. I don't know if you can see everything. Yeah. There you go. So, really looking forward to that. I'll try to find you the picture quickly on my phone, but I did one of the Woolen Vine updates, which are crazy. I think it's sold out in about 3 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Emma and I decided this was the week that we were getting some Woolen Vine yarn, and we went for it. And you know what? We got it. So I'm really happy we did, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it fits in with the other colors. But these are two that I got. Emma got one and I got the other. We got 2 skeins of each color, and we're going to trade one. So yeah, you see it pretty well. So the blue one is what's going into my Vertices Unite, and the purpley pinky one is just going to probably sit in my stash for a little bit. So really exciting. So I'm sure some of you have noticed that I'm wearing makeup today, and you know, I wasn't going to, because I was like, you know, I'm just podcasting, it's just a webcam, but I honestly felt like I needed it. I've rewatched some of my old episodes that I filmed since having Luke, and I look a bit like a zombie, so I didn't want to look like a zombie today, so I put on a little makeup. I still look tired, I still have my under eye circles, but you know what, fuck it. So, sorry, I usually don't swear, I shouldn't swear, but baby's not here, so, you know, free game. I I just wanted to feel a little pretty on Mother's Day, so I dolled myself up a little bit. This is as probably dolled up as I get. Thank you for everybody who responded to my little rant and meltdown, I think, on breastfeeding and how all that has been going. I'm doing a lot better now. It's, you know, it's a day at a time when it comes to not losing my mind. I think I felt a little bit socially isolated as well, and now I'm taking Luke out more. We're going for walks. My friend Holly was here, who's basically an aunt to him, and we went to get some ice cream, went for a walk, and that felt really nice to have someone there supporting me and helping me out, so thank you, Holly, for that. And since then, I feel a lot more confident in going out with him with the stroller. I probably won't wear him because he's getting quite heavy. So I'm going to take him out in the stroller. We'll go to his bus or we'll go wherever, and we'll, make little day trips out of it. But I think it's a recovery process for me too, because I was seriously not moving a lot at the end of my pregnancy. It was hard to get up. It was hard to breathe. He was really up high and pressing on my lungs, so I couldn't really expand my lungs as well and breathe well. So walking, even to the kitchen was hard. So now I'm kind of getting back in shape, getting my cardio back to where it was pre-Luke, and I need to walk more. So I'm going to take that opportunity and walk with him. Though, like I said, even walking, my usual 15-minute walk to a spas is kind of like a 25-30-minute walk now, and it leaves me pretty much exhausted for the whole day. So baby steps. I'm not going to be too hard on myself about it, but it's definitely something I want to keep working on and get back to where I once was. Let's move on to what I finished this week. So I have one half object finished. It is the sock that I had shown or spoken about in previous episodes. This is the Cozy Knitter yarn, and it's in her Bliss base. I didn't weave in the ends yet, so pardon, but that's what it looks like. It's a little shorty sock. It's just a plain vanilla sock, and honestly, I wasn't even going to mention it, but I'm probably going to rip it out and restart it because I just find it's a little too tight. I should have done maybe 2 or 3 more cast-ons. So I'm going to probably redo it, make this a little longer just so that I know how it fits on my foot now is really helpful, and hopefully I can adjust it so that I'll wear them all the time because that's what this yarn deserves. So I'm probably going to fix it up and get back to you about it, but I think the yarn is gorgeous. It's knitting up beautifully, and honestly I don't even mind knitting it again because it's such a fun yarn to knit with. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you that I got this week was this little DIY. It's a hoop art kit, and it's for embroidery. So I got this for Luke's nursery. I've never done embroidery. Wow, that's a lie. I've done embroidery when I was a kid, but I don't remember how to do it. So I figure since it says ages 8 and up, I can handle it. I won't mess it up too badly. Worst case, Luke won't notice, so it doesn't really matter. But this will go up in his nursery. It's really cute. Originally, I had picked out a raccoon, but Alex apparently has something against raccoons, so we ended up with a fox. So I'm really excited to give this a go. This is from the Needlework, which is a shop in Hamilton, and they specialize in fabrics, sewing, and all other crafty things. And honestly, if I lived in the area, I would be taking their classes instantly because I would love to learn to sew. I'd love to learn to make pillows and everything like that. And if you want to check out their online store, I'll provide the information below. And they have really beautiful fabrics to pick from. So one day, I'm definitely going to try them out. I got to visit their store when Alex, his mom, my mom, and I all went to Hamilton for the day, and we went to their little downtown, and I checked out Hand Knit Yarn Studio and the Needlework. So that was really fun. It was nice to see some other local yarn shops and what they were all about. I definitely want to go back because I think we went on Christmas Eve, and it was kind of quiet, and I think they were a bit low stock, hand knit yarns, that is, because they have, they carry lichen and lace there, and they were pretty much all sold out because it was right before Christmas, and a lot of husbands were walking in and trying to buy their wives gifts and stuff like that. So I want to go back for sure, and I'm going to Ontario in June. my plan is to check out a couple local yarn stores. There's one that I've been to before in Ancaster. It's called the Needle Emporium. My mother-in-law goes there regularly, and I really want to go back because she's gotten some different yarns. I think she started to carry Hedgehog, and she always has a pretty decent selection of Madeline Tosh. She might also have Malabrigo if I'm not mistaken. So anywhere there's Malabrigo, I definitely want to check out. So I'm definitely going to go there, and maybe I'll do a little vlogging while we're there. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the amazing response that I got for the Help the NICU project that I've taken on. So basically, I'll just explain to you how it started. A friend of mine, Tracy, who works in the NICU, she told me that the NICU was completely out of their blankets that they give to families once their new baby has passed. So it's a kind of a really sad but meaningful project, and so many of you have reached out and said that you would love to give a blanket, make a blanket, or donate a blanket. I can't thank you enough. That's really sweet of you. Some people aren't even from the area and they want to send a blanket. So thank you. I'm going to basically refer you to my Instagram page where I wrote all the details, but there is a drop-off bin at Espace Tricot. So if you're local and you would like to make a blanket, you can drop it off there and I will pick it up. Otherwise, if you're not local and you can't get to Espace, I would say the best way to do it is to mail it to me. If you would like to ship me a blanket, please send me a message and I'll give you my address. I'm not going to post it up here for obvious reasons, but you can definitely reach out to me and we'll get in touch and figure out a way to get the blanket here. People have asked me, do the blankets have to be a certain size, color, etc.? They requested neutral blankets because, you know, it's just a little more appropriate. But if you have a colorful blanket and you want to give it, go for it. I mean, these babies are there for such a long time that they have 64 beds, if I'm not mistaken. They can definitely find a little baby who would benefit from having a colorful blanket, or a family who would appreciate the sentiment and the hard work that was put into it. So really, whatever you feel comfortable giving, go for it. People asked if they could include notes. I'm not going to say no if you want to. I think that's super sweet. I don't know if they'll be given directly to the families, just because of the nature of the blanket, but if it makes your heart feel good to write a little note for the families, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, so go for it. Lastly, another question I've been getting is the size. They don't have to be huge. They're not throws. Just enough to wrap a little small baby in is more than enough. These blankets are then kept in a memory box, which we give to the families. They often have pictures and handprints or footprints from their baby, and they keep it forever. So they're really meaningful. They're very important and super big part of the healing process. So thank you again to everyone who's going to send me a blanket or make one. I have about 2 that I'm giving to the cause. So it's a really good cause, and this is all going towards the Montreal Children's Hospital, which is the hospital that Alex and I work at. I don't work in the NICU, and neither does he, but Alex does go to the NICU quite often to perform tests on babies. So I feel like this episode was a bit of a mess and that I rambled a lot. So to sum it all up, I've got a cowl happening right now, Tricot Blues, and if you want to know more about it, I'm going to make a post on Instagram with more details, and you can definitely check out my Ravelry and Knit Pearl Dog's Ravelry as well, and we're going to write all the details in there on how to participate. Yeah. Luke and Alex are back from their walk, so I'm going to get going, but tune in for more details on the cowl. I will post more information on the Ravelry page, so you'll have all the details on how to participate. It's going to start June 1st, so you have some time to get your stuff together, organize a pattern, some yarns, etc., do your thing, and post in the chatter thread once you've decided what you're working on. I'd love to see it. So I'm just going to pretty much wrap it up here. You can tune in at the end for some footage from a little vlogging I did at Espace, and check out my colors, selections, and the fade that Amma is making. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for those who tuned in again, and for the new viewers. I hope you guys subscribe. And last but not least, if I reach 500 subscriptions, we are going to do a giveaway of Woolberry Fiber Co. yarn. So that'll be fun. All you have to do is leave a comment on the Ravelry group and subscribe. So thank you so much for watching. Happy Mother's Day again. I hope you guys had a lovely weekend and have a great week. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. How many fades have you enabled, Chloe?
Single-handedly. Me alone. How many did I choose?
You did mine, for sure.
I did yours, and I've helped, I don't know, a dozen or a couple dozen people.
Melissa did one in pale pinks with white and grey, like a dark.
Mine reminds me of Melissa's a little bit, but hers is more
She wanted
tonal.
no speckles, and a lot of people really liked that, so people came in being like, I want to do one like Melissa's, but obviously we ran out of those colours quite quickly, so that was interesting, you know, trying to find replacements.
And my list, this is the Knitalong Tosh section.
Yeah.
That I stare at.
We had the Woolfolk tinned in there, and now it's on sale.
Oh, that's not Tosh in the corner. Sorry, my bad.
No, that's Anzula in the corner.
These are Tosh. Right here.
It's very popular, so we just sort of condensed it down to keep it tidy.
It's beautiful.
I hope something exciting is coming soon.
There's always something exciting.
There's always something exciting.
So bad.
I bought a kit of 5 skeins from her, and I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Just horribly yarn enabled.
Oh, right. You have more.
I have more on the way.
Bad girl.
I have a woolen vine that we bought together.
Yes, that didn't come in the mail, unfortunately.
That didn't come in the mail, unfortunately, so now we have to come back.
Yeah. So this is the
It never arrived.
No, it's on its way. It's in Montreal. It just never left the post office on Friday.
Yeah.
And then I have
Montreal Post.
Homespun House
Canada
minis.
Post, yay!
Homespun House minis on
When
the way.
did that happen?
Once you posted the donut minis thing.
Did you tell me about this?
Yes, I did. And you're like, donuts?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Donuts and coffee, of course. And then what else?
I got a
My
mini
new
kit
one.
from Riverside Studios. And
I have Scrumptious Pearl on the way.
That's what Emma bought me. Oh, yeah, we both were bad with Scrumptious Pearl yesterday. You bought 3?
2 for me, and the 1 for my friend.
Bad. No, I'm kidding.
I know it's bad. It's bad.
I bought 2.
And I'm like,
for me,
oh,
one for
now it gives
Holly.
me an excuse to build up my shelf.
Look how pretty.
Because now I bought that.
Oh yeah, so useful.
Okay, so for our new Knitalong, this is what I'm doing. So the first one's Julie S. Light Fino in the Elsa colorway. Then we have Hedgehog skinny singles in Glacier.
I'm going to return to this table.
Julie S. Light in Fino again. I'm not sure what that colorway is, to be honest. And then Plucky. So it's going to be all blue for the blue Knitalong.